What's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with the very first review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's a new franchise, y'all, so let's get to it. The show looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. You know, I will say that it seems like it's sort of scripted or staged, which, you know, I know it's a reality show and everything, and I know that a lot of times they set up things for reactions to happen. I do feel like the reactions are probably pretty genuine, but you can tell that they set up the situations for a reaction to occur. There's a lot of characters on the show. I'm not going to make any judgments. For those of you guys who have watched my reviews for a long time, you know that I usually on the very first episode, especially when it's like a new franchise show like this, since this is the first time that it's going to be in Atlanta, I like to do just kind of like a character analysis and really just try to just talk about who these people are and where they come from. I don't want to give any judgments on who I do or don't like, because I'm not really sure still, you know, who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. We got an idea though. This show does not disappoint with, you know, some very colorful characters. The review is going to be a little longer than usual. There's a lot of characters on the show, so you know we want to go through every one of them, so y'all be patient, okay? First we got Mimi, and Mimi is the girlfriend of music producer Stevie J. They have a 2-year-old child together, and they've been together, let Mimi tell it, they've been together forever. Stevie J is a hoe. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to give like any judgments on anybody, but we're going to make him the exception because Mimi already told us. Evidently, he is in the studio all the time. He's away from home all the time. And you guys know what they say about what happens in the studio. There's a lot of women there. There's a lot of alcohol. There's a lot of, you know, extracurricular activity that goes on besides just making the album a lot of times. And she is pretty sure that Stevie J is one of the ones that, you know, partakes in the extracurricular. He's a smooth talker, like she says, and charismatic and all of that. And, you know, she's in love with this asshole, basically. So right out the bat, you guys know that Mimi and Stevie J is our Chrissy and Jim Jones. We're going to have a whole season, looks like, of her begging him to be home and be with her and give her and the baby attention and all of that. So already we know the dynamic of these two. I know that the riches and the fame is all enticing and it's good and everything, but I just am always amazed of a woman that has to beg a man to spend time with them. That is such a huge flaw in a relationship. It seems like at the most basic level, you shouldn't have to beg your significant other to be with you, but that's just me. So in the episode, you know, he takes her out to this really nice, humongous house out far, far, far away from the city of Atlanta, and he wants to, you know, I guess he's buying this house for her and the baby, and with the intentions of moving her far enough away from the studio while he's, you know, spending night after night in the studio in Atlanta. She doesn't want to do that. She's just like, you know, even if it's just a 2-bedroom apartment or a studio, I want us all to be together. She even suggests that maybe he would have the studio at the house there with them, and you know Stevie J ain't trying to do that. He can't have his extracurricular ass up at the house. He's not going to do that, and instead he, you know, he flashes her that kind of stupid smile that he has. Isn't it annoying? You know who he reminds me of? I've been trying to figure out who he reminds me of. He reminds me of the stupid brother in, what was the name of the damn movie with Diamond? Players Club. Remember the stripper? Remember the blonde-haired stripper that was like the bad guy? Okay, remember her brother that raped the cousin? Okay, don't he kind of remind you of him? Just that same stupid look. Mimi later goes on and talks to her friend Ariane. And Ariane is her conscious, her girl you ought to know better friend. She's telling Ariane about the house and how Stevie J wants her and the baby to move out there. And, you know, Ariane is just like, you know, I don't know why you go through this with him and why you guys are together. I mean, he doesn't even like women. I'm sure she means well, and I don't want to be too judgmental on anybody, but, you know, I hope that she's not going to be one of those friends that's just always in the business. Because, you know, when she was talking to her and she started crying and, you know, saying how you deserve better, like, for real, you crying? I've had discussions with some of my girlfriends about guys that maybe wasn't the best person for them, but I ain't never been moved to tears. Like, what is you crying for? Joseline is our resident stripper turned rapper Used to be in some club, probably here in Atlanta or wherever she's from. And Stevie J took it upon himself to pluck her out of the lineup of the stage and bring her into the studio. He's done her a favor, everybody. And just like you'd expect, she's got the stripper mentality. You know, that she's got to win at all costs. She doesn't want to go back to being a stripper. So, you know, her determination is to make it as a rapper. Y'all, she is a goddamn stylist nightmare with just a little bit of too much of everything. The Wilma Flintstone meets Snow White and the Huntsman, a feathered trimmed vest that she had on was doing a whole lot. She one of them ones that's gonna wear every single accessory that's in her jewelry box. I mean, I don't give a fuck if it's gold, silver, color, just everything. Spikes and flowers and chains. The big ass fucked up Chinese hair that's trying to pass for virgin Indian hair. The makeup just a little too harsh. Not an ugly girl, but kind of very, you know, she kind of looked like Rihanna that like somebody ran over with a steamroller. She real flat, like her face is like real flat. She's Stevie J's protege, evidently, and he's made all these big time promises to her that he is gonna, you know, make it happen for her. You can't really tell if Stevie J is bullshitting her or not, and you can't really tell where the line is being drawn. Like, you don't really know what their relationship is. They obviously are very, very comfortable with each other, always in each other's personal space. You know, talk to each other quite inappropriately for somebody who's supposed to be in a relationship with somebody else. The sneaky look on his face, she calls him daddy. Is he fucking her? Does he want to fuck her? We don't really know. We have an idea, but we don't yet know. The jury is still out on whether or not she's a good rapper or not. You know, we heard a little bit of the song, but it wasn't enough to really make a judgment. But I don't know. Are we checking for Spanish rap? Erica's dating Little Scrappy, and I found out on the show that Scrappy is a household name. Did y'all know that? Who knew? Anyway, Scrappy. Little Scrappy and Erica have a 6-year-old kid together, and evidently they were together before he got hooked up with Lil Jon and had these big hits. I can't tell you what his songs were. I do kind of remember when they were out, but I can't really tell you what they were. When he hit it big with Lil Jon, he had enough of Erica. He dumped Erica and he went and got with Diamond. And Diamond is from Crime Mob, formerly Crime Mob. They're not together anymore. They was living it up and doing good and everything. And then I guess when Lil Scrappy kind of started falling off, the way they presented it on the show anyway, is Diamond went on and decided to go and be with Soulja Boy. Y'all remember that annoying travesty? And dumped Lil Scrappy. Now, it was a whole big deal out here in Atlanta. It probably wasn't that big deal nowhere else, but on the radio stations, they was on the radio, the Mama, Lil Scrappy, Diamond, and all this stuff talking about it. It was, you know, it was your regular ghetto fab entertainment gossip when them two broke up. Lil Scrappy came crawling back to Erica, head between his knees, and Erica took him back. Now, Erica's not really sure how she feels about Scrappy. She's not really sure if he's there because he wants to be or if he's there on default. She's hurt, and so she's not really open to, you know, just throwing all her love on him at one time. She's bitter. And, you know, Lil Scrappy, like he said, he was just like, you know, it's hard to tell sometimes. Why every time he talk, everything be kind of back like this? I don't feel one way or the other for Lil Scrappy yet. He's trying to be there with his family now, so you give him some credit for that, but, you know, we'll see. We already know that Mama D is Lil Scrappy's mother. And Mama D is gonna be the Jim Jones mama of the show. What was Jim Jones' mama name? Y'all know I didn't watch the other show. I cannot think of her name. What was her name? She is a whole bunch, you guys. Okay, your ex-pimp, drug dealer, who's having a little bit of trouble making the jump from that life to the legitimate life. Very scary, y'all. Very strong looking. A handsome woman, I think is what the word would be. Look like she'll fuck you up. Look like she's the type of person that you call when you need somebody to get fucked up. And she is very, very protective of her dear Scrappy. He can't do no wrong, you guys. That is her baby. Now, she is very high strung. 0 to 60 like this. She throws out ghetto-tastic gems such as, how you gonna pop a pimp? And it looks like her tagline is gonna be in that exact order. Watch, it's gonna be some t-shirts sold with that on it. Watch. Scrappy goes and tells his mom, you know, the problems that he's having with Erica. And, you know, Mama D is trying to tell him how Erica feels. Erica's upset with you for how you treated her when you went off and left her and the baby and went to be with Diamond. Now, you guys, Diamond is definitely the buzzword that gets Mama D going. She obviously cannot stand the very foul fish-smelling puss that Diamond is. Let her tell it. I don't know why she knows that her pussy smells like fish, but that's a whole nother matter. And just like that, you guys, she's at 60 saying how she should have put Diamond on the damn hoe stroll the way she pimped little Scrappy. Evidently, he paid for a whole lot of her work that she's been done. This is all that they making us see, making us think on the show. I wonder how Diamond's gonna react to this, because they really are talking about her bad and giving her a bad name on the show. Side note, I know that Diamond had originally signed on to be on the show, or was in talks to be on the show, and then she dropped out once she realized that Scrappy and his mom was going to be on the show. So yeah, there's a lot of tension with them three right there. I'm not really too sure how Mama D feels about Erica either. You know, Erica comes over and is talking to the mom about Scrappy also, and to me, kinda, it feels like Mama D just feels like Erica may be the lesser of two evils. The mama's trying to talk some wisdom to Erica and telling her how you need to be with your man, and you know, Erica's like, you know what, you overstepping and everything. You guys, Mama D back again to 60, like that. She get to fussing and yelling and screaming at Erica and telling her how she don't know nothing because, you know, she ain't had no mama. She was raised by aunts, and y'all, the whole time she's talking to her, she looking off right over here somewhere. You don't know nothing about nothing. You wasn't even raised by your mama. You was with your aunties. How you supposed to know your mama put drugs right in front of you? Y'all, the shit is crazy to see. I was cracking up. I said, oh, Mama D, who you talking to over there? Erica's looking at her, kind of rolling her eyes like, this lady is showing up crazy. Or in her words, you guys, I'm the queen of the throne, and I'm not giving up my seat until I know it's right. So it looks like Erica can plan on sharing Scrappy with Mama D for quite some time. K. Michelle, y'all. Okay, so I bet you that her first name is Keisha. I bet you it is, and that's why she just used the K. Because I know that I wasn't the only one that was reminded of Keisha Cole when they brought her up on the screen. And I'm sure she probably doesn't want that comparison. Look, I was about to call her Keisha. So, K. Michelle's story is this. She used to be on Jive Records. She was signed to a record deal for $2 million. And the guy that signed her, she started having a relationship with. And after some time, he started beating her ass. He took all her money for her production. And, you know, the bitch started going crazy because she was stressed out and she was unhappy and she was getting beat up and nobody was helping her. So, you know, she pulled herself from underneath that. She moved out. I think that was in Louisiana, she said, or something. And she moved up to Atlanta. And now she's trying to get a fresh, clean start. Don't really have too many feelings on Keisha. I mean, K. Michelle. I'm going to be calling that girl Keisha, I know. Rashida, they didn't say too much about her. But, and they didn't really show too much of her other than when she went and had lunch with K. Michelle. She's pretty popular here in Atlanta. I believe she's from Atlanta, and she's, you know, an Atlanta artist, and I'm sure she is more protective of her brand because she's probably the only one that's the most established of this group of girls anyway. I have a feeling that they are not going to show her in a negative light. I have a feeling that she's going to protect her family and protect her image and all of that. So she already just kind of strikes me as the person that is not going to really be in too much drama. And I don't blame you, Rashida girl. Protect yourself from the bullshit. Carly is the singer, rapper, pop, dance hall artist who is really trying to make it big here in Atlanta. She is extra, y'all, and I'm talking about all the way up here extra, just on a whole nother level of excitement. Like every time I saw her on the screen, I got nervous. I was like, girl, this child is really too bubbly for me. And on the grind to make it. You know she's determined to make it when you see that she's this little tiny, you know, beautiful, kind of look like Lauren London a little bit, but thinner. Long hair, light skin, beautiful girl. And she is sitting up there trying to convince us that she is the girlfriend of L.A. Reid's son. I can't even think of the boy's name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He kind of looked like Al Roker gastric bypass surgery. Not trying to say that beautiful women don't go for heavyset guys, but yeah, she would not be with him if he was not L.A. Reid's son. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. She is super anxious to meet with Stevie J, and it looks like that's the only reason why she's sitting up there with this boy, this Reid boy. I mean, they don't even really look like a couple. Like, you know, he's all dressed up in his suit looking like he's fixing to do the fucking weather. Excuse me, Al Roker, how hot is it in Tennessee? And you know, she's just excited to see Stevie J. So Stevie J and Joseline come to the lunch, and you know, she's just on it. She's telling them all the things that she can do. She get to rapping, you know, booyaka booyaka style, and everybody is kind of looking at her. I was just like, girl, you is meaning it today, huh? You gonna do it today? So baby girl is hungry. Joseline seems to like her, tells her that Stevie J should you know, should work with her and everything, and I was surprised by that, because the way Joseline was looking at her at first, I thought that she was gonna be hating, but she didn't. And then the meeting got really weird. Like, you know, the guys kind of was leering at the girls, and the girls, you know, I didn't really know if we was still talking about making music, fucking, you know, what exactly had decided to happen. Like I said, Stevie J always got that real slimy looking look on his face, and yeah, it was weird. Ulterior motives again. This whole thing with Joseline and Stevie J, and now the Carly girl, it was like, you know, the boundaries obviously are very, very faded and light. You couldn't really tell what was going on. Alright, so with all that being said, you guys, let's get to the big scene of the night. So it's K. Michelle's birthday, and she's having a party at Aurum Lounge. And she invites Carly, because Carly is a friend of hers, and it looks like that she's also a friend of Ariane, who is a friend of Mimi's. So Ariane and Mimi show up at the party, and you know, Carly's like, "Ah, Mimi, you my girl, that's my girl. I ain't seen her since her days in LA." That child, I'm telling you, she's up here. Bring it down, Carly, bring it down. Everybody is excited and happy to see each other. They sitting down. And let me just say on another side note, did y'all notice how everybody in the damn lounge is looking at them? Like, everybody is turned towards their table. I'm talking about the whole lounge, y'all. Look at it again, and you're gonna see everybody in the lounge just kind of turned around back to the bar and everything, just looking at the TV. It's like, did the producers tell them, like, y'all act normal? Y'all don't be looking over here the whole time. Somebody forgot to tell everybody that. They sitting and drinking and talking, and you know, they're about to toast to K. Michelle's birthday. So Carly goes and says the same toast that Joseline said the day before. She gets to telling them about her homegirl Joseline, and you know, that pipes up Mimi and Ariane's ears, and she is just like, you know, Joseline is down for her man, and her man is Stevie J. And Ariane is like, excuse me, what did you say? Did you say Joseline? That is not her man. That is Mimi's man. That is Mimi's man. That is not Joseline's man. Okay, why ain't Mimi saying nothing? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all about Ariane. Like, she looked like she really has Mimi's best interest at heart, but it's like, girl, go on somewhere and let Mimi do some talking some damn time. Mimi just sitting there like, oh, that is my man. That's my man. That's my man. Now, any other time that you're in a weird situation like that, you would kind of back off and be like, oh, okay, well, maybe I heard it wrong. No, not Carly. Carly is like, fuck what you heard. Stevie J is going with Joseline, and that is his woman, and that is her man. And, you know, they going back and forth. No, this is Mimi's man. And she's like, no, they told me so, you know. It was a whole lot. Of course, on cue, here comes Stevie J and Joseline, and he comes sit his stupid looking self down at the couch, and you know, he looking kind of like, hey baby, what's up? And you know, she's just like, Mimi now is pissed, and Ariane, if she could shoot a bullet from her eye, she probably would. Mimi is, you know, she's upset. She's probably embarrassed and everything. And so Stevie J has Joseline come over there. And Joseline is just sort of like, listen, man is a man. And, you know, you just need to deal with it. And, you know, we working in the studio and we working to get this money. And, you know, you shouldn't feel like you feel. And, you know, blah, blah, blah. Really just kind of foul. And I was just like, why is Mimi just sitting there? You know, I know that the situation is the problem with Stevie J, but really, you still can't let no bitch just come talk to you like crazy like that. And you know, Mimi was just kind of like, she didn't know what to do. Ariana, the protector, she can't take it no more. So here she come back over there and is like, come on, let's go. Of course, Stevie J is like, kind of don't go. And then she's like, come on, let's go. So she's getting pulled back and forth between the two of them. And she don't, like I said, she don't really know what to do. But finally, she gets up and she leaves with Ariana. So when they get up and they walking towards the door, and you know, Stevie J, of course, he jumps up and he goes rushing off behind them. And when he's rushing off behind them, Joseline, she picks up her drink and she kind of throws it at Stevie J. Y'all, did you guys see how fast he come rushing back towards her? She must have jumped up and like, Nick, what the fuck? What you picking to do? And he stopped real fast and kind of like, what? You know, she was like, what the fuck? You better go fix it. You better go fix it. He's like, or what? Or what? Nah, nigga, you knew you was fixing to get your ass beat by Joseline. You stopped that shit real fast in your boots. They get outside the damn lounge, and then from there it's just foolishness. Stevie J is anxious to save some sort of face because of that damn drink throwing slash nigga I will fuck you up scene that just happened in the damn club. So he throws his drink back on Joseline, a bitch ass move. That right there confirmed that I don't like him. I know I said I wasn't gonna judge nobody. Oh, but I don't think I like him, y'all. Anyway, it's a tug of war between, now it's the tug of war between him and Mimi and Joseline. Now, you know, Joseline, he jumps in the car with Joseline and kind of trying to tell her, like, you know, just calm down. We're going to go to the studio. And, you know, Mimi sees him get in the car with Joseline. So then she goes over there and snatches the door and is like, for real? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? And he jumps out the car. Baby, I was looking for you. And she was like, no, the fuck you wasn't looking for me, not in the car with her. And, you know, then Joseline gets out the car and she's telling him to come on and don't bring that bitch. And she's messing up the mood and blah, 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 blah. And he's going back and forth between the two of them. And, to make a long story short, you guys, Mimi is like, you go with that bitch, then you've already made your decision. And, you know, next thing you know, the nigga is stomping off Day-Day style to the car. And he gets in the car and leaves with Joseline. So round one goes to Joseline. And you can tell that this is going to be an old school 15-round fight between the three of these people. Alright, you guys, that's it. I'm sorry it's so long, but it was a lot. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to do Hollywood exes. Maybe. I got like all these ideas for videos and things, and now all of a sudden it's starting to seem like it's overwhelming, but I do want to start getting them out. So you guys will just see as it goes. I'm going to do my advice videos. You guys still can email me questions. I'm trying to wait till I get a good handful of them before I answer them. So for those of you guys who have sent me questions already, just hold on, be patient, probably another week or so, and then I'll do a video for that. Okay? Alright, you guys, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar below. Okay, alright. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.